Good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport around here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. Really is. Hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport around here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry. Vinicius Junior! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand, and just listen. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's a throw-in. It's a promising run he's making on the right. What a throw-in. McAllister. Tagliafico to McAllister. Tagliafico, forwards and with intent. Gerson, gently done. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Alvarez for De Paul. And it's Otamendi. Montiel. Alvarez. Looking for the runner. Here comes another cross. Bruno Guimaraes. Forward it goes. Danilo. Rodrigo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Good spot, he's seen the run. Tagliafico clears it away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gerson. Gabriel. To Douglas Luiz. Vinicius Junior! And that's off target.
Vinicius Junior just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Montiel. Alvarez. For De Paul. Otamendi. Tagliafico. Looking for options for movement. Danilo gets good distance on it. Tagliafico. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Douglas Luiz. Gabriel. Montiel. Alvarez. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. That's tidy. Alvarez's cross. Marquinhos getting this one clear.
Argentina really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Douglas Luiz and Rodrigo. And it's Danilo. Great ball, and he's in here. Montiel gets it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's Gerson. Danilo. That's Gerson. Rodrigo. Has a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Rafinha really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
That's the throw. Garnacho. And it's Paredes. Tagliafico. Now it's Messi. Douglas Luiz. Vinicius Junior. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Gets his pass away. Douglas Luiz. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he goes cross-field. And it's Alex Telles. And it's Alex Telles. Alex Telles, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Douglas Luiz fiddles it through, and the pass is intercepted. Rodrigo, Rafinha, Bruno Guimaraes, to Douglas Luiz, Rafinha. So what can they make of this? And it's played forward. That is a great pick out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Shifted upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. McAllister, and it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, and he's through the middle. He's got away. Argentina have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Brazil really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Otamendi. Alvarez. Argentina suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, individual responsibility levels have to start kicking in to rescue things from what's been a bad start. That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. DePaul clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width.
Well, he's had a hit! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Brazil grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Interesting ball. There's the hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Vinicius Junior reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Montiel. Alvarez. For DePaul. And here's Messi. Garnacho. And he's on his way! Forwards and with intent. Danilo. Argentina are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's managed to get free. And here's Messi. Can he finish? And out to safety. Douglas Luiz, aim forwards. Otamendi spots it and intercepts. Gently done. Messi. He's tried one! Decent enough try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Vinicius Junior. It's gone for a throw-in. That'll be a throw. De Paul. Messi. Argentina find themselves behind already in the very early stages. Jason. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's had a shot! He's hit it first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Gerson. And Rodrigo. And now they can clear their lines. Rafinha. And now the hit! Away from immediate danger. Argentina can counter promptly here. De Paul. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's played into the area. De Paul. Now it's Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. And it's Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, really good feet. Played in deep. That was always going to be the keeper's.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Guimaraes moved on forwards, looking for options for movement. And that has been clubbed away. Threads one in. Alex Telles is in a really good position out wide. Looking to break at pace. Alvarez. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Marquinhos. He's going to be disappointed with that. De Paul.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Danilo gets over and intercepts. Douglas Luiz. Forwards and with intent. That is lovely. And it's Alex Telles. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's been taken short. Nice ball, and the shot! Fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. Cut it out. Argentina can start a counter here. And now the breakaway. And that's a superb pass. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Forward it goes. Out for a throw. Alvarez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rafinha, Vinicius Junior. Now he climbs up big! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's played forward. And it's Danilo. That's Gerson. And Rafinha. Vinicius Junior! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Montiel. De Paul. Montiel. No, that's been intercepted. Gently done. De Paul. Lovely feet. Garnacho. Danilo clears it away. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Alex Tellez plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Spread out to the left. In once more. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Garnacho. And it's Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Marquinhos. To Douglas Luiz. Nice physical challenge. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that has been cleared. Messi. Garnacho. He's found the way through. Great challenge, timed. He's got the shot away! Now, can he find a finish? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That'll be a throw-in. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rafinha. Now it's Rodrigo. Shot could be on. Oh, easy pickings there. Played out to the left flank. Looking to go deep. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Alex Tellez. That has been knocked clear. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Out to the right. Gerson. Decent ball. Alvarez. Garnacho. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. He's been picked out. Knocks it back. Alex Tellez receives it in a good position here. And he's there to get it away. And they're back on the ball again. Gerson has created one goal already. And it's Alex Tellez. Ah, last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Garnacho. Shifted upfield. De Paul. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bruno Guimaraes. That's Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good spread. That is a little undercooked. Douglas Luiz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the right. Cross goes in there. And out it comes again. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. Garnacho. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there. That's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Gerson gets it away. Oh, good spread. Danilo. Now it's Rafinha. Rodrigo. Oh, such a clever touch. Brilliantly cut out. Douglas Luiz. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Over to the left. Alex Telles. And that's aimed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Rodrigo! He's done very well to get to that.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Montiel clears it away. And it's Danilo. Very nicely done. Oh, well played. Cleared without complication. Alvarez. He's shifting through the gears here. Alvarez! Danger averted for now. Oh, nice touch. De Paul. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, good ball! And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. That's a booking, always looked it. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. Rafinha, and it's Alex Telles. To Alex Telles. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Played into the middle. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Played it again. And that has been cleared. And it's Messi. Garnacho. Big chance! Garnacho! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
Douglas Luiz, out to the right. And we're not going to make any further progress now. No way through there. Aim forwards. Bruno Guimaraes, Rafinha. Decent progress down the left. Incoming cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that's nice. Chooses to go back. Great chance! It's bounced out! Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicked it back promptly. Alex towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
De Paul. Montiel. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. And Garnacho. Montiel. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Another chance from a corner. Gerson tries to clear. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Now it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Spread neatly. Argentina with another chance from a corner. Gerson clears it away. Brazil can counter promptly here. Moved on forwards. Gerson! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Alvarez. Messi. De Paul. Gerson. Gerson. Played out to the right. Garnacho. And they can counter here. And it's Messi. He is through here. Well, now here's a good... And Messi!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And it's played forward. Rodrigo. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. He's found a way through. Tries to get it clear. Martinez. And it's Messi. De Paul. Montiel. And that is as far as they're going to go. Gabriel. To Douglas Luiz. Montiel. And he's forced to go back. Played forward. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. De Paul. De Paul. There's a sharp little ball here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. The ball is over the line. McAllister. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Argentina! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Garnacho. Nice control. Tagliafico. And he's in on goal. Hits one! It's a goal! Argentina are level. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafinha. And it's Alex Telles. Cleared away. Brazil get it back again. Alex Telles gets into some... Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That has been knocked clear. Douglas Luiz. Messi. Looking for the runner. Garnacho. Oh, that's a very... Alvarez! It's anyone... And again! Attempt, just the wrong outcome. can spring out of defence. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Gets his pass away. Goes searching. Massive lead! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Aimed in towards the centre. Otamendi gets rid without sophistication. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gabriel. And it's Danilo. Danilo making good progress on the right-hand side. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Montiel. Argentina have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. Oh, that's well spotted. Douglas Luiz. And it's Danilo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! That's a half-decent try. Rodrigo. And he cuts out the supply. Montiel. Gently done. Messi might just make this. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Done delicately. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Forwards and with intent. Oh, nicely intercepted. Garnacho. Looking for the runner. Alex Telles. De Paul. And it's Messi. Messi. Montiel. And here's Messi. Gerson. Great defending, strong and determined. Paredes. Out to the right. There's a sharp little ball here. Hit into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Gerson. Rodrigo. No, he's not getting his way this time. Opts for safety. Martinez. To McAllister. Shifted upfield. That's been cut out, well played. Alex Telles. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Ball driven towards the far post. Smoothly does it. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tagliafico. Garnacho. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
And he's managed to get rid. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior. Danilo with the cross. And he's there to clear it. McAllister. And that is played back to front. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. That's Gerson. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He can get that clear. Gerson. To Douglas Luiz. Rafinha. Here's the cross, and that's been well dealt with. There will be a throw-in. And it's Danilo. And back out it comes. Plays the ball back. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, that was very necessary. Fiddles it through. Lovely bit of skill. That's going to go a long way. A bit of throw-in. Danilo. Rafinha. Rafinha! Oh, that is rather wayward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Vinicius Junior. McAllister. And Garnacho calmly anticipates. Douglas Luiz. And it's Alex Telles. Bruno Guimaraes. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get free. Decent hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
De Paul. Can he put it away? And the defence can get it clear. Bruno Guimaraes. And Rafinha. And it's Alex Telles. Danilo. And he's heaved it away. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Tries his luck. Oh, that's fabulous. About as smooth as it gets. And again they hit the front. That is fabulous. Just drink it in.
The execution here was absolutely awesome. They should be erecting a statue in his honour for that.
Brazil get themselves into the lead. Martinez. McAllister. For De Paul. Long ball looking to counter. Douglas Luiz. And Rafinha. And it's Alex Telles. Showing great feet there. Ball swung in. That has been knocked clear. De Paul. McAllister. Tagliafico. And it's played forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Marquinhos. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Alex Telles. Now he's off and running. De Paul. And it's Otamendi. Alvarez. And it's Messi. De Paul. Alex Telles cuts out the pass. Douglas Luiz. And it's Alex Telles. He's beaten Rodrigo! Oh, it's come loose. Otamendi attempts a clearance. Argentina can start a counter here. Alex Telles. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Played out to the right. And that was very necessary. Jason. Now it's Rodrigo. De Paul. Now it's Rafinha. He's Rafinha! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafinha is offering a right smile there.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shifted upfield. And he can clear it away. And they're quick to get it back. Garnacho. Tagliafico. Garnacho. Tagliafico. Played out towards the right wing. Now, what about a counter-attack? He can run onto that. Vinicius Junior. He is through, and the finish! The ball. And Garnacho. He's had it taken off him. Bruno Guimaraes. He's had it nicked away. Alvarez. Garnacho. And here's Messi. Oh, that is an Alvarez! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Douglas Luiz. That has been cut short. Alvarez. And here's Messi. Out towards the flank. Alvarez. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marquinhos. Douglas Luiz. Good spot, he's seen the run. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Gerson. Rafinha! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. To get it away. Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Paredes. Tagliafico. McAllister. Alex Telles. It'll be a throw-in. Bruno Guimaraes. And Gabriel. Douglas Luiz. Gabriel. Rafinha. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball that. Short changes him with that pass. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Douglas Luiz. Gabriel. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Gerson. Out to the left it goes. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Argentina needing a change of fortune here. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Gabriel makes the interception. Rafinha. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. Rafinha. Alex Telles. Tagliafico. McAllister. Forwards and with intent. Gabriel cuts it out. Danilo. Alvarez. De Paul. Clears it out of harm's way. Marquinhos. That's Gerson. Alex Telles. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Ball's played through. He's got away. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Gerson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And they've got a throw. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rafinha looking to add to his goal. Out to the right. Tagliafico. To Martinez. Otamendi. Oh, can he get onto this? Montiel. Alvarez. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bruno Guimaraes. Aim forwards. And he's forced to go back. That's Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Danilo. Gerson. To Douglas Luiz. Now it's finished. Chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rodrigo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Montiel. Alvarez. Gently done. Oh, that's a key interception. Alex Telles. Here's Bruno Guimaraes.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And it's Danilo. Gerson. He is just caressing the ball.
Paredes gets rid without sophistication.
Throw it. Tagliafico. De Paul. To Martinez. And it's Paredes. Played out towards the right wing. Alvarez. Montiel. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Showing good feet. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cleared away. McAllister. That's very neat. And Messi!
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Shifted upfield. It's a pretty loose pass. Douglas Luiz. Brazil looking to pass their way through. No, that's been intercepted. Danilo. That's Gerson. Vinicius Junior. It's out for a goal kick. Marquinhos. Aim forwards. Danilo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Threads one in, turns and goes back. It's run loose here. And it's Alex Telles. Back in once more. And he's there to clear it. Alvarez. De Paul, Garnacho, Tagliafico, Alvarez, has to show off his quick feet. And that's aimed into the middle. Danilo gets it away. And here's Messi. Rodrigo. And it's played forward. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Interesting ball. He's in plenty of space here. Keeper sees it all the way. Rodrigo. That's good play. Now here's the delivery. And that's going to be a goal kick. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Bruno Guimaraes. Turns back here, probably the best option. Douglas Luiz. And Danilo. And it's Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now who's going to be first to this? Douglas Luiz. Over to the left. Forwards and with intent. Ederson is there to clear. That's a throw. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Proves too strong. Looking for options for movement. Well timed, excellent interception. De Paul. For Messi. McAllister. Danilo. And it's Marquinhos. And Gabriel. Danilo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Messi. Messi could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Gabriel to Douglas Luiz. Gerson. And Rodrigo. Oh, good spread. He can get that clear. Big chance to get at them. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Played out to the left flank. Ederson punts it upfield. Otamendi. And it's Messi. De Paul. And it's Paredes. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Rafinha. Oh, nice touch. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. Forward it goes. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Knocks it out wide. Alex Tellez. Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
De Paul. Otamendi. To Martinez. Otamendi. And it's Otamendi. De Paul. To Martinez. Rafinha. Looks to clip it forward. Martinez can pick that up. De Paul. To McAllister. Garnacho. Tagliafico. Gerson. Opts for safety. And it's Marquinhos. Played to Danilo. De Paul. Played out to the right. Danilo clears it away. Rafinha. Rafinha. Alex Ter. Great leap! They've done it! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Tagliafico. Tagliafico. Messi. Garnacho. Messi. Rights to Paul. Chance to and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He is just caressing the ball. And here's Messi. Garnacho! Split-second reaction.
Garnacho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's hoisted clear. Tagliafico. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Moved on forwards.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Garnacho. It's a little off target. Bruno Guimaraes. And Rafinha. Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Caused a worry or two.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Gabriel, gently done. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior! Should have put that one away.
Vinicius Junior is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
De Paul. "75 minutes played. Montiel. Alvarez. Wriggles his way through. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. It's going to go a long way. Alex Telles. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Alvarez. And it's Messi. Oh, good spread. The fullback is in acres of space here. And that has been cleared. Douglas Luiz. Messi. De Paul. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Gabriel. Gerson. Out to the right.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Montiel. Alvarez. Montiel. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the finish! And that's a a real chance missed.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Rafinha. Douglas Luiz. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Messi. Tagliafico. Oh, that's neat. And that is out of play. There's the cross. Can he stop it going out? Crossed it again. And that is good defending. It's been repelled. De Paul, played out towards the right wing. And it's played in here. Cleared away. Could move up a gear here. Good spot, he's seen the run. Martinez. To McAllister. Tagliafico. Showing good feet. Garnacho. Nice control. McAllister. Cross goes in there. Up to meet it! Oh, should have put that away. Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Montiel. Otamendi. To Martinez. Aim forwards. Oh, he's found him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Now it's Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Out to the right. Garnacho. Can he spark a counter here? He is through here. Alvarez! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Alex Telles to Douglas Luiz. Danilo. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Played out wide. Shifted upfield. Alvarez. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
The starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Paredes. Argentina finding their passes. Tagliafico. To McAllister. Garnacho. Gerson. And it's played forward. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, played right into his path. That's very neat. And it's Danilo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Rafinha. Played out to the right. And the counter is on. Threads one in. He can run onto that. That's not going to reach. Gerson. Gabriel. Alex Telles looks to get on the end of this. And that is not finding anyone. Otamendi. And it's Otamendi. Lofted upfield. Forwards and with intent. Rodrigo. Garnacho. Interesting ball. Ederson clears. Gerson. And Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. Paredes. And it's Otamendi to Messi. Into the last 5 minutes. That has been cut short. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Garnacho. Tagliafico for De Paul. Oh, he's found some space here. And it's hoisted clear. It's a throw-in. De Paul. McAllister. Another pass just... And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gerson. Danilo. That pass has been well intercepted. Look at this. Alvarez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Gabriel. Danilo chasing after it. De Paul. And it's Paredes. Now Paredes. Moved on forwards. Ball's gone out of play. Gets his pass away. Good play through for the wide man. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Over to the left. Fiddles it through. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And now they can spring out of defence. De Paul. Paredes. And it's gone back to the keeper. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. To Marquinhos. Rodrigo. And a play for a throw. Garnacho. Now that's well seen too. It's gone out for a throw-in. De Paul. Oh, good ball, shots on here. And here's Messi. And he's gone backward here. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Gabriel. And it's Alex Telles. Rafinha. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. Rodrigo, big chance! Montiel gets good distance on it. Gerson. Here it is, crossed in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Rodrigo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rodrigo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Four added minutes on the board. And he's forced to go back. Tagliafico. And it's played forward. Garnacho. Marquinhos. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. And it's Danilo. Chooses to go crossfield. Alex Telles plays it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rafinha. Played back in. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just eases him off the ball. De Paul. And it's Paredes. Montiel. Looking for the runner. Rafinha. Well, they could break here. To Douglas Luiz. Vinicius Junior. And it's Danilo. That's Gerson. Danilo. That's Gerson. Passing is Chris. Rafinha!
Lingered over it, and a chance to counter had gone.
Rafinha cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
De Paul. Martinez. Tagliafico. Gabriel. And it's Alex Telles. Forward it goes. To Douglas Luiz. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Climbs up big! De Paul. Messi is onto it in a flash. Danilo. And it's Danilo. Referee's given a throw. Rodrigo. Bruno Guimaraes. Messi. Alvarez. And it's Messi. Opts for safety. Pinged towards the front line. Stood up well to him there. Marquinhos. Played to Danilo. Gerson. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. McAllister. Garnacho. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Paredes. To McAllister. Shifted upfield. And that's that.